Morning, everyone. So today's class is going to be a class for basically all the upper part area. So we're going to go work through the neck, through the upper spine, and a little bit of lower spine, so thoracic and lumbar spine, and kind of the relationship around the whole area, and how to, like, for me now specifically that I have the injury on the knee, trying to do kind of things that I used to do before, but in a safer way, means that I really have to use the whole body. Because you sometimes you really depend sometimes you really depend in some areas and you don't notice that you're not giving enough engagement to the rest of the body. So this is also kind of a way of learning how to engage your whole body in all kind of poses. And finally, that possibly the best part is just to get a little bit of a stretch, which is always good. So we're going to start in a sitting position. Use find your space and strongly feel how your tailbone is pointing down. Both of your sit bones strongly grounded. And from your tailbone, strongly push them into the ground and feel that your whole spine can grow up. So that's the feeling of Mula Bandha, from kind of your pelvic bone, your pubic bone, strongly push into the ground, feeling that upper sensation of growing all the way up into the sky like you were a tree. Come a little bit up in your awareness and really feel your lower belly to be engaged. So touch your lower belly, ensure that it's engaged. Normally what happens when you're trying to grow tall is that your lower belly comes into practice, like your lower back comes in. Then yes, you grow a little bit tall, but with a little bit of a back bend there. So try to eliminate that back bend. Engage your lower belly, your lower back. Get your transverse abdominals to really work and hug your body as you grow up. So feel your ribs putting in, the distance between your ribs and your hip bones growing. Send your shoulders slightly to the back. Your chest is forward. And as you send your chest forward, once again, remind yourself to engage your lower belly. Now from the neck, bring your chin slightly in. And as you bring the chin towards the chest, feel how the last part of your spine really grows up. Really try to feel how the top of your head is really pushing up into the sky. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. Try to inhale and exhale a little bit deeper every single time. Inhaling slowly. Exhaling. Inhaling slowly. Stop. Exhaling. Last one, inhaling slowly. This time trade a little bit more of air. A little bit more. A little bit more. Hold. And really slowly try to exhale up to the count of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Slowly start opening your eyes. Bring your hands on either side of your hips. And from your hands, once again, feel like their roots and allow you to grow a little bit higher. Now lower the wrist into your right wrist into the earth, into the mat, and send your head towards the left. Start to feel, by moving your head, kind of a nice place where you might have tension, and then you feel a little bit of release. So find that sweet spot. You can bring your left hand up, then pull your left ear towards the shoulder. And if you really feel like it, use your right hand in your shoulder to increase the stretch. And again, you might want to move the head a little bit, finding that sweet spot. Breathe deeply here. Exhale, lower your right hand, release your left hand, and release your head. Same thing on the right hand, so on the left hand. Left wrist down onto the earth, send your head towards the right. Feel your right ear moving towards the right shoulder. Move your head, finding that sweet spot. You're stretching your sternocleidomastoid. Once you find that sweet spot, you might use your right hand into your head, the left side of your head, to pull it a little bit. And you might stay here or bring your left hand into your left shoulder and separate. And find whatever works for you. Stay here for nice big breath. And slowly release your hands. Release your head. Just wobble your head a little bit side to side, a little bit back and forth. Small circles around. Change the direction. You might want to go with your head side to side or down and side. Just releasing any tension you might have there. Once again, open your eyes. This time bring your hands to the side like a T. And point the heels of your hand, your wrist, into the side walls. Really feel your opening, but at the same time, engage your belly, bring the ribs in. And use the strength of your shoulders to push away. We're going to start opening and closing the hands. To bring some circulation into the pose. Stop, once again, really stretch, ribs in, and release. Nice. Just move your shoulders around. We're going to meet into hands and knees for a little bit of cat and cow. But today, this cat and cow, what we're going to do is we're really going to pay attention into the cat and cow. So we're going to start into cow pose. Initially, instead of using kind of your lower back, use the chest only. So really focus on sending the chest forward. Then once the chest is forward, use the lower belly, use the lower back. Inhaling slowly, we're going to start with the top of your head. So really slowly, just bring your neck or your chin into your chest. And from there, start pushing your upper spine up, and finally pushing the belly button up. So it's like a wave. Then again, we're going to move forward, so it's the opposite. Start bringing the belly down. Growing the thoracic spine. Really feel like you have space in the thoracic spine. Separate your chest. Head forward. Find a way of really sending your chest to the front. One more time. Chin into your chest slowly. Moving the thoracic spine. Push away, push the mat away. Push the belly button up. Really push, 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 push. Exhale slowly. Returning. So, lower back, starting to engage. Once you get into the maximum thoracic spine, hug your shoulders towards each other. Open the shoulders, separate the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, chest forward. And slowly release. Tug your toes. Going to move into downward facing dog. And once again, we're going to do it with a little bit of engagement. So just bring your knees slightly. And then feel like you're putting all the strength to be here into the chest. Not into the hands, not into the shoulders, sorry, not into the wrist, but into the whole spine, the whole chest. Your shoulders are pushing, your belly is pushing. And stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. A little bit like we did when we were in our cat and cow. We're going to start moving back, 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 and then push the mat away, push the mat away. Engage your thoracic spine. Bring your ribs towards each other. And extend your legs. This is your first downward facing dog of the day, so you might want to walk it, bend one knee and then the other, finding space in the spine. Hug your armpits towards each other. So you're using the whole spine to push away here. Stay still, find stillness here. And slowly start to walk with your feet forward. And release. Bring your hands against opposite shoulders, against opposite elbows, sorry. Release your hands. Then once again, as we did with the downward facing dog, we're going to start from down. So bend the knees and kind of find a cat position into your spine, into your chest. And from here, keep the cat position as you extend the legs and you move up. Then start with the tailbone. Bring the tailbone in. Thoracic spine extend. Shoulders move to the side. Then finally the head releases and comes forward. Beautiful. Find the top of your mat and disappear for a while. And we're going to start with the class. So we're going to do a total of 5 sun salutations, and we're going to do a little bit of shoulder engagement and thoracic engagement as we do. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fall forward and down. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, Hands down. Bring your right foot to the back, left foot to the back. Find your plank. And then once you're here, again, find that sensation that we had on the downward facing dog of pushing not with your hands, but with the whole of your spine, and engage the belly. You can also use the legs here, of course, but I want you to focus today on kind of the engagement of the whole spine, your whole kind of chest area. Slowly release your knees down. Bring your chin and your chest in between your hands. Just coming to the top of your fingers to stay here. Ashtanga Namaskar. This is a mini, kind of a small mini back bend here. So breathe into the pose. One more breath here. Exhale. Release your toes, hands fully down, then slide yourself forward and up. Chest forward, make the knees go out. Knees down again. Move all the way to the back, child's pose. And then really feel that your hands are glued into the mat. Find a little bit of engagement into your chest as you're here. Inhale, hands and knees. Beautiful. We're going to start with a little bit of opening into the chest and a little bit of release for the shoulders. So we're going to really strongly push into your left hand. You might bring your left hand a little bit towards the center. Coming to the tip of your right hand, to the tip of the fingers. Inhale, open. And exhale, slowly move underneath your other armpit and down. Here, if your shoulder feels a little bit tender, you might want to stay with the hand down and help yourself to not go so low into the shoulder. Otherwise, you can bring your other hand up and you can choose either to go all the way across, try to grab the pocket, or kind of your opposite side. And really open the chest here, using these to really open the chest. Or you might want to bring the hand forward. And from here, open the chest. Nice. One more breath here. Try to go a little bit deeper if you want. Exhale, release your hand in front of your face, left hand in front of your face. Push the mat away. And once again, open, 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 and then release. Move a little bit side to side, finding the difference between each side. Bring your right hand close into the center. Left hand goes up. Slowly. Pass your hand underneath your armpit, right in the middle. Lowering your left ear down into the mat. Keep your right hand down. If you really feel that there's a lot of tension into the shoulder. If you have the space, then bring your right hand up. You can stay there, or you can try to find the opposite side, your left side. Then from here, open the chest, really open the whole spine. Or you can bring your hand forward And from here also trying to open, but not as deep as the other one. Choose whatever works for you. One more breath here. Release your left hand or your right hand in front of your face. Strongly push away, open the chest, and release that. Hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Once again, as we did at the beginning, push them out away. Engage your belly, engage your chest. Knees up. Then rolling back. We're going to push back, push back, push back. And start to straight, get the legs straight. Really using the whole strength in your chest to push them out away. Beautiful. Start to walk forward. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Second one. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, walk your feet to the back, plank. Once again, find engagement here. Push with the whole of the chest. Use your core here. Slowly bring the knees down. The chest and the chin between your hands. Stay here in your Ashtanga Namaskar. Try to find a little bit more of space. By using the transfers, kind of opening the transverse abdominals, opening the ribs to give space for your lower belly. Untuck the toes, pull forward and up. Chest forward. Exhale, knees down, child's pose. Push away. Hands and knees. Beautiful. Second exercise. So this time we're going to bring your right hand towards the left corner of your mat. We're going to keep your hand a little bit kind of towards the side. Maybe take it outside of the mat. We're going to start lowering down, lowering down, lowering down. And your head was moving into the right shoulder. And then find that position where you already feel that you're having a stretching to the side of your chest, and stay there. You might want to lower into your elbow. So it's like a hammock. Your head was a person getting into a hammock. And the hammock is kind of the side, or the hammock. I'm just using too many Portuguese words, sorry. The hammock is kind of your side, the side of your body, your right side of the body. So as much tension as there is here, because there will be a little bit of tension as you open the shoulders. Find the nice sensation that you feel when you're in a hammock. Inhale slowly, push the mat away. Return to the center. Move side to side, find any differences. We're going to move to the left. So your left hand goes to the right side corner of your mat. You can take your right hand a little bit out. You're going to start moving into the side. So you're almost twisting. You can bring your hand with your thumb up and then release into that hammock. And find extension into the side, find that hammock sensation into the side. One side might be easier than the other, and this is what I notice with my body. My right side tends to accumulate more tension than my left side. So here maybe find more space where you can move into. We're staying here only another 3 breaths. Really enjoy the opening into the side of the body. Slowly push the mat away with your right hand and release. Once again, hands and knees. Same thing as we did before. Push the mat away, bring the knees up. Use the whole of your spine, the whole of your chest to push away. Engage your transverse abdominals, the sides abdominals to stay here, and now push away. Keep the engagement into the chest area, into all of your spine as you really push away, and then you extend, you use that space in your chest to extend the legs. Roll your shoulders towards each other, armpits looking towards each other. Walk or step forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Beautiful. Third one. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fall forward and down. Inhale, look to the front. We're going to start changing here a bit. So bring your right foot to the back and stay here. Untop the toes. Come up. Then bring your hands into your knee. And you can bring your foot a little bit closer, trying to make a 90-degree angle in both your legs. Then from here, you're going to feel like that sensation of Mula Bandha, bringing a force, a strength that is going up from your pubic bone. You can bring your chin slightly inward. And the more you kind of push up and use your belly, use your chest inwards, you're going to find a nice deep stretch into your the front of your hip flexor, the right hip flexor. We're staying here just for a while, just to engage. Then exhale, start to move forward. You can bring your foot a little bit forward, and then forward, forward, forward. And from here, we're gonna use the strength of your spine to push away. An Anjaneyasana. You're using the hips as we did in the last class, and now the chest. So your lower back gives space, your thoracic back gives space. Stay here, try to release the hands, then twist. But keep that whole engagement into the side body, into the chest area, into your spine, as you twist. Bring your hands into a prayer. We're going to move the twist a little bit deeper. You can help yourself with the hands. Tuck the back toe, and you can stay here. Try to move your right shoulder closer to the knee. Once again, use the hands to open your spine. If you want, you can bring your back knee up. Inhale slowly if you can. Stand up, as you keep the twist. I cannot, this is my back knee, which is playing on me today. Keep the twist up. And release your hands into the center. Release your hands down. Push them out away. Find your plank. Really push them out away. Same thing as before. Knees down. Chest and chin.
Maybe you find you have more space than you did at the beginning. Maybe you can bring your knees a little bit closer. Untuck the toes, push forward and up.
Knees down, toes in, downward facing dog. Really using your whole chest area to be here. Deep 3 breaths here. On the next inhale, bring your right foot forward. Same thing on this leg. Stay down, move up, find your 90-degree angle on both legs, hands into the knee, push away. Now bring the ribs in, the chin in. Find that whole engagement into your spine, the opening, the elongation into the back, so you get a little bit of a stretch into the front hip flexor. And if you feel nothing, maybe engage a little bit more into your belly until you feel a small stretch. Does not have to be a lot, but a small stretch into the front hip flexor, the left hip flexor. Release. Walk your foot a little bit forward. Start going forward, forward, forward. Untuck your back toes. Use your hands either on the knee or into your hips to push it forward. Really nice extension for your hips. But from here, try to use your chest as well. So open into your belly button, using your lower back, but mainly using your upper spine, your thoracic spine. So shoulders open, the chest opens, and you feel like you're moving your chest upwards. From here, maybe you find a little bit more space. You can release the neck down or you can take it up. I get a bit dizzy if I move my head to the back, so I'm gonna stay here. Feel free to stay or release the neck. Slowly come back into center, hands into a prayer, and we're gonna twist. So first, use your hands, tuck your back toes, and find a nice easy twist with your hands. Option to stay here. Option to bring your shoulder a little bit closer to your knee. Look back. Try to take your chest out a little bit more. You're gonna stay here, extend the leg. You can stay into the twist, try to keep the twist as you go up. Keeping the twist into the chest. Try to keep the hips balanced. And slowly send both hands forward. This time, you only need to bring your left foot forward and release them. Bend the knees. And slowly start to go up, go up, go up. As you extend the leg, your chest is still a little bit inward. Use your core to open, your shoulders to open, and go back. Right, last one. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fall forward and down. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, release down. This time, your left foot to the back. Same thing as we started on the last one. slightly deeper. We're going to stretch forward. So we're going to use the chest for the forward folds. So we're going to extend the leg, bring your toes up, and exhale. Try to bring your chin in line with your toes and start to move forward. Forward. So here, most of us are going to start thinking about the forward bend and engagement of the hamstrings. I want you to feel also kind of the extension from your chest area, which we rarely use when we are in our forward bend. So instead of rounding, you're going to try to open and really focus instead of going down to send your chest forward, to lower as you keep sending the chest forward. Lower as you chest forward. Lower, 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 chest forward. And wherever you are, release. Try to bring your shoulders towards each other. Try to keep as much of a straight spine here as you can. And still, even though you're not curving your spine and going into your deep, you might be feeling a little bit more of a stretch than before. Really feel like your chin is growing forward and release. Toe to toe. We're going to once again go into a nice twist to release. Inhale, go up. Find your twist. Try to go a little bit deeper this time. But this time, the difference is we're not moving, we're not keeping the knee stretched, but we're going to extend the leg. Try to extend the leg and keep the twist. It might be a bit funny for your balance. Hold it, you can on top of your toes as well to give you more balance if you want to. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Slowly. Move forward, move forward. Release your hands down. Bring the back knee up. Find your plank. Push them away. Use the whole spine here. Bring the knees down. This time, open the knees a little bit. Walk your hands. Try to keep your hips on top of your knees as you move down into puppy pose. So as you move down into puppy, I want you to feel kind of your armpits moving towards each other and then separating a little bit so the stretch comes into the shoulders. You can release the top of your head down if this is enough, or try to bring the chin, but particularly the chest. If you need to go a little bit forward to bring the chest down, please do so. As much as you need. Really, and as you put the chest down, really work from the chest, not from the chin, because otherwise you will be hurting your neck, but from your chest. Open the chest here. Open the shoulders. And slowly release. And as you release, it's a little bit the same as that way we have been doing. So you start in the chin. Walk your hands forward. I'm going to do one invitation at the end. You might want to accept it or not. For now, top your toes. Downward facing dog. Bring your left foot to the front. We're gonna do the same on the opposite side. So come into your 90-degree angle, but we're going to work on using the chest, but in a forward bend. Extend your leg, point your chest towards the leg, and as you start to go forward and down, you can bring your hands on either side. Really focus instead of on the forward bend, instead of going down, on sending the chest forward. Chest forward. Chest forward. You're going to still feel this nice elongation into your hamstring. But as you use the chest, you might find more space and even more stretch. Hopefully you find stretch into the lower back area. That's what we're looking for. Stay as low as you can without curving the spine. Really think about sending the chest forward. Hold here for 3, for 2, 1. Release. You can go from here and try to twist, or you can do it the safe way, which I do it because of my knees. You can twist first and slowly stand the leg. One side might be easier than the other one. This one is easier for me because my right knee, it's not wobbly. Hold and try to go a little bit more into the twist. One deep breath and slowly start to go forward, forward, forward. Nice. Release your hands down. Once again, extend the back leg. Move to the front, but this time we stay low. We stay in a forward bend. So for this forward bend, what I want you to do is to find the same sensation that we were when we were doing our Ardha Hanumanasana, or one leg extension. You're going to work from your pubic bone and your sacrum, and really feel that the pubic bone is going out, the tailbone is in, pubic bone is up, and the forward bend is going to go from your chest. So you'd really want to try to send your chest down. Depending on your flexibility, grab your foot, your chins, and release. If you can, find your hands against opposite elbows behind your legs. Then try to lower yourself down as you keep the chest open, as much open as you can. Once again, finding the sensation or the relation between the spine and the forward bends here. Release the head. Last breath. Release. Hands forward. Go back once again into hands into your plank. Push away. Knees down. Last pose. We're going to finish with another shoulder stretch. We're going to start the same way as we started in the first one. So we're going to open, right hand up, bring it underneath, and then lower down. But this time we're not going to lower down to the side, but down. And we're going to cross both elbows in front of your chin or underneath your chin. Notice which hand or which arm is in front. In this case, my left one is in front. Then start to lower the knees down. Come into your belly. You can stay here up in your elbows. This might be enough. Or you can go down.
And here what I like is to go side to side. Use to release any tension. Deep breath into every single part of your spine. Feel how the shoulders separate, and as you move down into this pose, giving space in between. Last breath here.
Inhale, go up into your elbows. Then cross the opposite in front. This time my right arm is in front.
Once again, lower as much as you need to and you want to and you feel that your body needs. You can move side to side. You can stay, finding stillness. Finding a nice stretch in your rotator cuffs. Last breath.
And then release. We're gonna move all the way down. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. You can stay here and find elephant pose by just bringing one of your foot in kind of into making a four with your legs, and just take rest here. If you want to take a more active rest and go a little bit into your shoulders, you can open your shoulders into a T. Lower your right ear down into the head. Move your body towards the right side. Then, depending on your flexibility, both of your knees might go up, only one. You might want to do the same as we did on the first exercise and bring the other arm across. And just to keep it forward. If you're really flexible, you might want to cross your left foot in front of the right knee, then push it a little bit more. Be careful with this pose. You can really go in deep. If you don't respect the boundaries, your body will tell you when it's a little bit, when it's enough. So find enough and go a little bit before that. Release. Go to the other side. You can also create a pillow with your hand or your head. Find any depth that you feel your body needs today. Feel the twisting into your chest. One more deep in breath and release. You might choose to stay down. If you stay down, or you might want to go face up for the last minute or so. Releasing into Shavasana. Not really a sweaty class or kind of a strong power flow vinyasa class. It was more, this class was intended more as an awareness class. How much you need your whole spine to engage. when you are into different poses. You kind of sometimes feel because something is a forward fold that it really goes into your legs, or there is a back bend that only goes into your lower spine. But you start to find the relationship. Start to find that everything is one single unit, or more than one single unit, a single flow, a single network. So for your opening chest poses, you really need to use your hips, and you need to use the whole spine, and you don't necessarily need to use your neck. For your forward folds, you might want to start feeling that your chest is also contributing, that there is a stretch into your back as you do them, and that is only going to give you higher sets or kind of higher ends of your mobility, higher ranges of mobility. In the next in-breath, bring your feet together, pointed toes. Extend your arms to the back and stretch. Feel engagement into your whole body. Bring the belly in and find how the stretch goes into your upper spine. Bend the knees. You can move side to side. You can continue to bring the knees towards the chest. Keep moving side to side. Release both knees into the right side. You can do a last final twist by opening towards the left. And just to find balance, do the same towards the left side, or bringing the knees both towards the left, opening your chest towards the right. Roll your body all the way into the left side and use your hands to bring yourself up. If possible, keep the eyes closed as you find a nice comfortable sitting position. And we start as we end as we started. Once again, find both seat bones strongly grounded, and from there grow as a tree, but perhaps now find a little bit more of awareness that allows you to grow a little bit taller. The belly is in, the ribs are in, the chest is out. Your shoulders are like wings that are lifting you up. So imagine that from your shoulders, you're having wings that are so big that are pushing down into the earth, into the mat, are making you go a little bit higher. Your chin is slightly in. Your neck is tall and grows. Hands in front of your heart into a prayer position. Inhale, bring your hands into your third eye. Slightly send your head back. Really appreciating how much growth you can get from your spine. How much you can reach if you really are aware. And exhale, lower forward and down. Once again, appreciating how much your spine plays into these forward folds. Thanks very much for coming to the class. Hope you enjoy the rest of the week and the weekend. Enjoy, you can release your shoulders if you want to. And have a lovely day. Bye.